Hi there, hope you're doing well. Martin here, founder of Paradigm Shift, with another FM video. This time we're going to look at the top 10 comments noted in FM examiner feedback. We looked at the 2023 and 2024 past papers to make this video. The comments are similar to earlier years, suggesting that candidates continue to make the same mistakes, and hopefully we can get that fixed for you in this video. So comment 1, always adjust figures exactly as instructed and explain why. Marks are repeatedly lost because candidates ignore adjustments such as removing sunk costs, changing selling prices, adjusting labour costs, or they just state irrelevant without any explanation. Correct numerical adjustments and a clear justification are expected. So remember to both make the adjustment and explain your reasoning. Comment 2, show all workings clearly. Many candidates lose easy marks by producing figures out of nowhere or failing to show intermediate steps. And it looks like this particularly affects NPV, WACC, gearing, and sensitivity calculations. Comment 3. Apply technical knowledge to the scenario, not just definitions. Examiners repeatedly note that weaker answers recite textbook definitions without linking them to the case facts. The best answers tailor concepts, such as EMH, real options, capital rationing, directly to the situation described. So a weak approach, generic textbook definitions without application. A strong approach, the concepts are tailored to the specific case facts in the exam. Comment 4. Avoid common calculation errors in standard techniques. Frequent mistakes include wrong treatment of capital allowances and balancing allowances, incorrect use of interest rates, such as forgetting to double or halve for semi-annual periods, mixing up project options or years, using book values instead of market values for gearing. So those are the top 4 calculation errors. Comment 5. Understand and correctly apply sensitivity analysis. Candidates often base sensitivity on the wrong figures, such as revenue instead of contribution, or they misinterpret results, making the wrong connection between sensitivity and the sensitivity percentage that they've calculated. This topic appears often, and the examiners expect confident, accurate handling. Comment 6. Distinguish clearly between similar concepts. So examples where confusion is common include the following 4 key areas: hard versus soft capital rationing, predictive versus prescriptive analytics, special versus scrip dividends, follow-on versus timing versus abandonment options. So make sure you get all of these areas clear in your head. Comment 7. Handle ethics questions with specific application, not generic lists. Good answers identify the exact ethical principles at stake, for example integrity, transparency, and explain how they apply in the scenario. Listing all the principles without any relevance gains little credit. Apply. Always apply things to the specific ethical dilemma in the scenario. Connect to the relevant case information in the exam paper. Explain the implications for the specific situation described. Having said all this, remember there's relatively little credit in FM for ethics, normally just 3 marks, much less than the other professional level papers, but it's still obviously worth improving your technique. Try and pick up those 3 marks every time. Comment 8. Use the correct methods for de-gearing, re-gearing betas, and WACC. The examiners highlight recurring poor technique in these areas, including wrong gearing ratios being used or calculated, changing the cost of debt unnecessarily in the calculations, and misunderstanding systematic business versus financial risk. Comment 9. Read the question carefully to avoid irrelevant work. Candidates waste time calculating things that are not asked for example doing a full WACC calculation when only the cost of equity was required, or ignoring a key instruction, for example, assuming an MBO won't happen when the question says that it will happen. So highlight or note down the key instructions in the question before starting your answer. Final comment then, number 10, link discussion and recommendations to quantitative results. Whether in funding choices, valuation or risk assessment, stronger candidates use their own calculations to justify the advice. Weak answers give generic pros or cons without connecting to the numbers produced. So a weak approach would be to say that the company should choose Project A because it has better returns. A strong approach would be to give more detail and say, with an NPV of £2.3 million and an IRR of 18.5%, Project A delivers 800k more value than Project B, while requiring 20% less initial investment. That's it for this video. Hope you found it useful. Please do check out our other videos on FM and the other ACA modules. And best of luck with your studies.